How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Good.
All right. How you doing, folks?
Good.
Excellent. I'm Mark. Like Alex said, I'm a creature creator and a makeup effects artist. It's my job to gross you out, freak you out, and scare the poo-poo out of you.
That's right. Now, many of you may know this. Universal's the studio that invented the first monster movie.
It's true. I brought along some clips, kind of Universal's legacy of horror.
Some parts of this clip can be a little terrifying. If you're squeamish, you might want to close your eyes.
But please let your kids watch. For the next few minutes, I'm going to show you some of the same basic techniques that we use to bring those clips to life. I brought along a few surprises. If I have enough time, I'll show you what's behind the curtain over there.
Oh, what's over here?
It's my kid show project.
You brought the kid
I wanted
show?
you to see
Oh,
it.
that's
Wait,
gonna be awesome.
no, Alex, don't.
I want to show him.
No. I want to see what's in the show.
Okay.
Don't. Do me a favor. Go out here and find me a lady whose family doesn't need any more.
Sure, I like it. Look for a volunteer here. Maybe somebody who's avoiding eye contact like at all cost. Laughed the entire time Mark was dying. I think I found her hiding in the second row, the star of the show. The crowd goes wild. Yay. Come on down. Yay. You're so brave. Thanks for volunteering. We don't even work here. Bring you up on stage, darling. I'm going to have you stand right up here on this trap door. Perfect. Face the crowd. My name is Alex. Your name?
Nancy.
Nancy. Good to meet you. This is my good buddy, Mark.
Hi, Nancy. Nice to meet you. Nancy! Thank you, Nancy. Hi. Where are you from?
Richmond, Virginia.
Nancy from Richmond, Virginia. Nice. Who are you here with, Nancy?
My husband and my 5 kids.
5 kids? That's
Wow.
good. And here's your husband right here. You have a camera. Good. Let's get a photo here.
Little photo shoot. Yeah.
What's going on, Rich? Nice. All right. How long have you been married, Nancy?
13 years.
13 years. Congratulations. Good. So after 13 years, time for an upgrade. Put your hands up like this. Going to give you all the parts you need to build a little backup husband. How about that? Look at that. You're holding hands. Your space. You get more body parts. You get to put your man together like IKEA. There you go, look at that. All kinds of parts, no instructions. 5 hands. That's fun on a Friday night, right? He's only got 1 foot though. You get to take him to the IHOP. Ugh. You're from Richmond? Oh, does that smell like Washington, D.C.? Oh. It does. Bring it over here.
All right, baby.
Put it up on the counter there. I gotta get his butt out of the fridge.
Oh, okay, got the butt in the fridge, people. Yep, just go ahead and even out the pile, Nancy. Wait, Nancy.
Why would you do that to Nancy? I know she's so polite. I can't believe you would do that to her. That's just awful. I can't believe you're just awful. Nancy, you're gonna help me, okay? All right, you roll up your left sleeve. All right, everybody, I'm sure when you're watching a horror movie, you gotta step over there. You gotta ask yourselves, where did they get all those severed limbs? Well, let me show you.
Oh,
Come here.
No.
Come
Mark,
on,
no,
come
come
on,
on, just find somebody else.
Nancy.
That's cool.
I'm not gonna use that, don't worry, Nancy, that's too big. I'm gonna use this, okay? So Nancy, I'm gonna cut your arm off right there.
Okay.
She said, okay. So when I'm cutting, I want you to scream. All right, so let's try a practice scream on 3, all right? 1, 2, 3. Nice! You have had 5 children.
Hello.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, wait. Nice prep there. I can't help but notice we have kids in the audience.
You want me to cut a kid?
Mark, talk to the kids.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay. Nancy, just relax. Kids, don't drink beer for breakfast. Just because mommy does not make it right. She has a hard time along with you all day long till the UPS guy shows up, and then it's 50 Shades of Brown, right?
Safety tip, buddy.
All the blades you see us using today have either been completely dull or they're made out of plastic or rubber, or they're dull and plastic like the Kardashians. I want to emphasize that the people beside these guys are professionals with years of training, so don't try this at home.
Yeah, try it at your friend's house, right? Don't do that. No. Let's get a close-up.
Nancy, you ready? All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3, scream, Nancy! That's awesome, Nancy. Good job, Nancy. You're a player.
Is that supposed to happen?
Yes.
Really?
No.
What should we do?
Take a picture.
All right. Yeah. There we go. Did that hurt?
Yes.
It did, emotionally, right? Let's show how that works.
Ta-da!
Nice job.
All right, everybody, as you can clearly see, there's a cutout here in the blade. The cutout was in the handle. Ball with fake blood behind the handle. So I was squeezing on the ball, I was cutting on Nancy's arm, I dropped the cutout down, pulled the handle back very quickly. It's a very simple gag that was set up by Tom Savini, who is of course the creature creator in the original Dawn of the Dead movie. The blade isn't even real, and Nancy's doing just fine.
Let's hear it for Nancy, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Nancy. Great job, Nancy. Good job.
Put your stuff over here, Nancy. You did a great job. That's so cool. Wow. Yeah, Universal, though, I mean, it has a long, long history. Makeup artists, right?
It does indeed. This goes all the way back to the 1920s with makeup pioneer Lon Chaney. Now, Lon Chaney, of course, was known as the man of 1,000 faces, and he worked for Universal in the 20s, bringing to life such classic monsters such as the Phantom of the Opera and the Hunchback of Notre Dame, just to name 2 of his many. Lon was not only a groundbreaking makeup artist, he was also an amazing actor. He would suffer daily on set to bring realism to these creatures. Right here, he's actually wearing a 15-pound rubber hump and a harness that contorted his body in a way that he couldn't physically stand upright. Lon was very secretive, a lot like a magician, didn't like to talk about his techniques, and unfortunately, he passed away taking the secrets with him. So to this day, we kind of don't know how some of those monsters were brought to life. But this ushered in the horror craze in the 1930s with my hero, Mr. Jack Pierce. Jack designed the classic Universal monsters, all the iconic big ones, which include, of course, the Wolfman, the Mummy, Bride of Frankenstein, Lady Gaga, Kanye West, the scary ones. Sometimes Jack would actually go to morgues and practice on cadavers. Creepy but true. Donald Trump building his wall. Jack working on Boris Karloff, Frankenstein's monster, took 4 hours every day in the makeup chair, head to toe. It was a lot of layers of makeup, mortician's wax, 2 giant Hershey's Kisses. Karloff was also the Mummy in 1932. The Mummy took twice as long, 8 hours every day in the makeup chair. Full body makeup, gauze bandages, mud, makeup. These are great monsters. We've had some crappy ones too. The Metaluna mutant from this island Earth, I love him. This is just Pokemon Go gone horribly wrong. Okay, everything changed in 1968. John Chambers created foam latex, which he used for the original Planet of the Apes movie.
The alarm just went off. That was so weird. It was like wee wee wee, and I was like, why?
Why? That's what I'm asking right now. Why were you peeking?
Oh, I would never know. I was fixing the curtain for you.
You were fixing my, why?
Something hit it.
Something hit my curtain?
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything.
You're saying somebody threw something at my
Yeah,
curtain?
someone just chucked a rock. I didn't want to say it.
A rock?
Yeah.
Somebody out here threw a rock at my curtain. Who?
The kid in there for a run.
That little dude right there?
The one smiling, he was all like, I'm gonna throw a rock, and I was like, don't do that. He's like, I do whatever I want. That's how I live my life. And I was like, what? You got it right, Mom.
Hi. Did you throw a rock at my curtain? Did you throw a rock at my curtain? No? He said no.
It's just a shame when kids lie.
What's your name? Alex? Interesting. Alex, where are you from? You're from England. Your parents just told you where you're from. Now you can find your way home. So, Alex from England, and you're 6 years old? No? How old are you? 7? There's an exchange rate. All right, Alex, you having a good time, buddy? You having fun? Yeah, good. Did you go see Harry Potter? Isn't it just like home? All right, dude, I just want to make sure you're having a good time. I'm going to let this go. Okay, Alex? But I'm watching you, okay? Dude, for the rest of the show, I'm watching you, okay? Don't smile. This isn't Disney. I don't have to be nice to kids here. Oh, I hate kids.
Let's get back to what you're talking about over there, buddy.
What was I talking about?
Oh, I remember. You were over there, you were talking about Planet of the Apes and Playtex.
Like, latex.
That is so different.
Yes, it is. Yes. Playtex covers different monsters. How many of you saw The Mummy last summer with Tom Cruise? A lot of fun, classic makeup effects in this movie, including foam latex. Going to run the clip. What do you see up on the screens here? These are some of the early pre-production boards that we use in every film. In this movie, we'll start with, sometimes a conceptual drawing. Sometimes we'll even paint over an existing photo of the actor. In this case, Sophia Boutella, lovely actress. I love saying her name. Sophia Boutella. Now, from these, we've created three-dimensional sculpts, which are used as a reference for foam latex appliances, which we glue directly to the actor's face. Sophia also endured tiny little runic letters and symbols, which were applied using tweezers. This process took about 4.5 hours every day to complete. That's just from the neck up. From the neck down, large silicone appliances were created with ink-infused glue embedded in them. These are necessary to create the thousands of Egyptian letters and symbols, which were to cover her entire body. It took 6 makeup effects artists working this fast every day. Let's see, before going into wardrobe. Wardrobe is an additional hour. Sophia and Lucy Cork are stunt double. We do have a shot of Lucy. There she is in a black t-shirt. That's her stunt double right there. 2 of them endured this process dozens of times during filming, but their hard work definitely pays off on the screen. Now, this movie was an homage to the classic Universal monsters, the monster makers, people that I've mentioned, like Jack Pierce and Lon Chaney, but one of my heroes right now, Rick Baker. I want to talk about Rick.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's won several Academy Awards.
Yes, 7 Academy Awards, 11 nominations, more than anyone else in the industry. Truly the master. He's just amazing. You know his work. He won for Harry and the Hendersons, Men in Black, The Grinch, Nutty Professor, Ed Wood, The Wolfman. His very first Academy Award, though, was this movie right here. If you know it, yell it out.
E.T.
E.T.? Yep, E.T., there he is. He's back, he's very constipated. Kids, this is what happens if you eat too much Reese's Pieces. All right, this is An American Werewolf in London. It came out in 1981, won the very first Academy Award in 1982 for Best Makeup in Film. Believe it or not, they didn't actually have an ongoing makeup category in the Oscars prior to 82.
Love that movie.
Yeah,
So cool.
it's a great movie.
Classic.
Great movie.
In that scene, though, the actor's face was changing shape. Can you explain how they did that?
Oh yeah, absolutely, come on over here. First part of the scene, it is David Naughton, the actor in traditional appliance makeup, but the next 2 sequences were these mechanical heads that change shape. These are 2 of the 9 that were used in the movie. These are from the film. These are now 37 years old. Now the understructure was designed out of fiberglass using David Naughton's face as a guide. Sections were cut out and fitted with pistons, which are running on pneumatics.
Oh, that's air pressure.
Yeah, simple air pressure, yeah. This is underneath, all of this is traditional foam latex and hair, of course. The latex, beautiful detailing on this latex. Nice makeup work, porcelain dentures, individual eyebrow and eyelash hairs. Under the skin, there's bladders, which give a rippling effect when they inflate and deflate rapidly. Then they finish this all off with real human hair.
Wow, where did they get hair like that?
From kids from England.
It's a niche market out there.
Yep.
Is this technology still being used?
It is. It is. Practical makeup is a big part of bringing our monsters to life, but sometimes we do use computers, which I have a clip about.
Oh, great.
Cool. All right. right, so sometimes mechanical or traditional effects like this can be limiting due to budget or time, so luckily computers can also be used to either create or enhance the scene. These are animatics from The Mummy. Animatics are placeholders, which we use in pre-production to give a feeling for movement and placement that the finished creature will bring. There are two makeup teams on The Mummy, a digital team and a practical team. Digital team captured Sophia's entire body and facial features. That way we could morph and shift and change her body or face and her movement in real time. These are some of the early concept drawings. These are necessary. Concept drawings are very important. We have two teams working separately on the same film. You have to have something to refer back to keep these effects consistent. Okay, so what I'm getting at here, everybody, practical makeup, old school stuff, combined with computer technology, digital technology, a great script and great acting, your nightmares come true.
Mark James, ladies and gentlemen, Mark James! It's always a pleasure to have you, buddy. We've got a few minutes, though. Can you see the Kid Show project?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Come here. I need your help.
Okay.
I need you to put on this high voltage vest.
No,
Come on, put on the vest.
I don't want to do it now.
It's fine. You'll be fine.
We're
Come
on
on,
vacation, just find somebody else.
Nancy!
Let's hear it for the star of the show. It's Nancy. Nancy, yay! Thank you so much for volunteering again. For being such a great sport, we're going to give you a free 3-day cruise. Brochure.
Did you just say without kids?
Yeah.
It's a vest, not a breastplate. I like the way you're thinking, Nancy. Can you put that on her right hand, please? Oh, Nancy, can we take the glasses off the top of your head there? Excellent. Here, I can hold them for you. Absolutely. We'll put those with the others. Nancy, did you ever see the movie The Green Mile with Tom Hanks?
I did.
Oh, good. You'll know how this is going to end then. Okay, is that on too tight? Okay. You look like a Power Ranger right now. Can I get a drum roll of applause? Here we go. Here's Eddie.
Wait a second.
What?
You said that's for a kid show?
Yes, it is for the final episode of Dora the Explorer. Dora learns to run muy rapido. Spoiler alert. She doesn't make it. All that's left is a talking backpack. All right, so what you're wearing is a telemetry suit. There are sensors on the suit, the glove, and the helmet. When you move, robot moves, okay? All right, so when I turn on the electricity, it's going to energize your suit. It's a lot like a computer. It takes a process, like 20 seconds to boot up. During that time, you might feel some tingling. It can get a little intense for the first couple of seconds. You'll be like, you won't remember that. When you wake up, you'll be fine. Your pants will be wet, but you'll be fine.
Yeah, let's get a picture. Here we go, Nancy. 1, 2, 3. Insurance. Yeah.
Before and after.
Just keep your hands to your sides, look straight ahead, don't move, okay? It's very important that you keep this position so that he will sink to your exact position, okay? All right.
Oh dear, is that normal, Mark?
Yeah, it's fine. Get back. All right. See that? This is early telemetry. Telemetry is when you're moving something from off camera with a device like what you're wearing. We use this a lot in the early 90s in movies like Jurassic Park. We have more advanced technology nowadays, but we still use this to keep Ozzy Osbourne alive. See that? He's got full range of motion. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. You like big butts? Me too. Hi, kids. Hello, Alex. I'm Eddie. I live under your bed. Your stomach. Take a bow forward. Come back up, please. Put your hand to your side. Turn off the power on the suit. Turn off the power over here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Eddie and Nancy. Thank you, Nancy.
Awesome job. That was so cool, Mark. Thanks for showing us.
Thank you.
Nancy, we got right here a picture. That way you remember us. Some complimentary glasses, of course. Let's hear it for the very lovely Nancy, ladies and gentlemen. The star of the show. And keep your hands going for Eddie
Nancy! Nancy! Are you okay? Are you okay? Nancy! Are you okay? Are you okay? Nancy! Are you okay? I'm fine too, thanks for asking.
Ladies and gentlemen,
How's Ross, everybody?
thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your day at Universal Studios.
Come on, everybody.
That way. Yeah, enjoy.